All right, so I've reviewed the Hoka Clifton 8 before. Really love this shoe. It's one of the best, in my opinion, of its class. And then I recently reviewed the Rincon 3, which is another amazing shoe for a $120 price point. But I have a third pair here that I think you guys would be interested in. Compliments of East Bay for sending these over. But we have another pair that was... bruh, really? Sometimes I get a little too excited to talk about stuff, and then I just throw them around. But as I was saying, I'll try to keep my composure. We have the Kawanas here from Hoka, and this is a pair of running sneakers that I was very interested in when I saw, I think Believe the Runner, somebody had a video of these in a preview for what Hoka was offering for the year. Last year, I saw this, and I was like, dude, I got to get my hands on those. And it looked like one of those fun pairs of sneakers that could be worn like basically day in and day out, like an everyday trainer, everyday runner, something that you can like just wear as a regular pair of sneakers and be really, really comfortable in. And so I wanted to give you guys kind of a review of these guys and compare them to these other two that I've tried out. And this is strictly from a casual perspective, not from a running perspective. I would say from a running perspective, if you guys have a comment, please leave a comment and let other people know that you have tried them from running. And yes, they are great. Give them like an 8 out of 10 scale. Like, what do you think about them? Because I think they would probably be up there if you're looking for a nice cushion pair of sneakers that is on the market. Now, is it the best one in the class? I'm not sure about that because honestly, it's really tough. I really, really love this shoe. This is a Clifton H, same price point as the Kawanas. And they are very, very similar-ish. The Clifton 8 for me personally feels softer on feet, more cloud-like cushion and stuff than the Kawanas, but that is not to discount and take away from how incredibly comfortable and the feel is of the Kawana, because this is really, really something as well. When I got these in the mail, I instantly tried them on, and then I was like blown away. I was like, these are super, super crazy. Then after a while, I was wearing them, and then I put one of these on next to these, and I was like, okay, like the Clifton 8 is still my favorite. Anyways, I wanted to give you guys a couple words what Hoka says about the model. Run faster and fiercer than ever in the Hoka One One Kawana. These performance powering shoes take signature Hoka's foam and geometries to a new dimension in their innovative swallowtail heel geometry. With a reliable crash pad under your foot and an updated CMEVA midsole foam, you'll set the tracks on fire every time you train. Tap into your full potential in the Hoka One One Kawana. Vegan engineered jacquard mesh upper to enhance airflow. Extended heel pull allows for easy on and off. Early stage Metaraka brings stability to your stride. Durabrasion rubber outsole delivers superior traction, and the weight is about 10 ounces. So comparatively, the Rincon is like 7.7 ounces. The Clifton is 8-point-something ounces, and then the Kawanas is 10, which is a little bit heavier than the other two models. And it is noticeable when you call it out and then you hold them, you're like, okay, yeah, this one feels heavier than this one. But on feet, I mean, I didn't feel like this was a heavy model at all. It was really comfortable as well. And the overall style of these, I actually think I might like them better than the Cliftons. I think that they look really, really cool. It does feel like there's some more rubber tread on this pair versus the other two. So if you need the extra tread on the bottom, I think this might be a better option from the other two. The other thing to note is the tongue is much more padded. It has the same sort of style as the Rincon 3s, however, it's much, much more padded, but it does have like the little split down the middle here, versus the Cliftons has an entirely full tongue. It doesn't have the little split in the middle. I prefer the Clifton tongue personally, but other people might like this style better. Similar to the Cliftons, you do have that exaggerated heel swoop that kind of comes up here. Inside the heel, you do have some little pockets of padding in here, which feels pretty nice. It's definitely a nice little addition to the liner, and it probably gives you a little bit more heel fit because of it. The upper is really good. It reminds me of the Cliftons in that regard because, again, it's just a Hoka upper. It's a mesh upper that has a nice amount of breathability. It says it has a CM EVA midsole, which I don't know is any different than this one. I do have like a durometer that I can test and see which is the softest, because I don't know anything about this one and why it would be a little bit different. So when I test the durometer on the midsole, this foam is actually just a little bit softer than this one. This is about a 36. This one's about a 40. So interesting, something I didn't notice right away. What I will say is I noticed it was really comfortable. It didn't feel like it was too much heavier, but the overall feel on feet felt amazing. Similar to the other pairs, it felt like it had a really nice heel cushioning. Obviously, I mean, the Hoka foam is crazy. But then also in the forefoot, you can definitely like just step around on your heels and feel a nice amount of cushioning underneath. The odd thing is this swallowtail like heel right here. I mean, it looks like a reverse thumb sticking out that's like ridiculously large, but it looks kind of weird, and it's one of those things you don't notice until you notice it, and then when you do, it's like it sticks out like a sore thumb, haha, pun intended. I don't know what it does better than the other ones, and if you guys from a runner's perspective want to leave a comment and let me know, but I mean, maybe it has a little bit more of a roller motion because of that, because it kind of does roll up in the back here, and it does feel like when you're stepping, like you could see like it roll a little bit right back here. It feels good at the end of the day. Like, I don't know the technicalities behind it, and I didn't research it enough to go, well, that's because of this. Like, I do notice it curved, and I notice on feet it's really comfortable, and that's the end all of it, I guess. What would I recommend out of the three though? Because these are like 140, 140, and then you have the lower tiered version at 120, which I have to say, don't sleep on the lower tiered. If budget is your thing and you can find these ones on sale for under $100, like this is an incredible shoe, very lightweight, very well cushioned, and I'll link all three of them in the description over to Eastbay. But this is an incredibly light shoe with a really nice amount of cushioning. I would say the upper probably is not as nice as the other two. The padding is not there on the tongue, but other than that, like it's an incredibly nice model. My favorite for the last 2 years has been the Clifton series. So the Clifton 8 for me is going to be really tough to beat. The Clifton 9 might beat it, obviously, when that one comes out. But the Clifton is really my go-to for Hoka sneakers. And I don't think that this changes that perspective. I still really, really like this one just because it is a little bit lighter, has a great amount of cushioning in here. I like the shape of the tongue, honestly, on this one versus the Kawanas. The mesh is just fine. I mean, it's not anything fancy, but it's a mesh that gets the job done. And for the same price point, it's a little bit lighter again. And between that and the tongue fit, I like this one a little bit better. However, if you're just wanting something overall, like, I mean, you can't really go wrong with either of them. It's, again, like I used in this video, I mentioned like high definition TVs. They all feel like a 4K TV. Like one of them might have a little bit better color saturation than the other, but at the end of the day, like 4K looks like a 4K for the most part. They all feel really, really good. All I'm saying is they're all within some sort of a class of great comfort and something that your feet are going to be thanking you when you put them on. This one does feel like it has more traction on the outside, so if you need that extra durability, that might be an easier way to go on here. But I would say it's definitely fun to try out. If you already have the Cliftons, if you've tried out the Rincons, you want to try something similarly different from Hoka, this is a really great opportunity. If you like the look and style of this one better, you're not missing out by getting this over some of the other ones. It's just a personal preference. But I would say for me personally, it would go probably this guy first, just because it's the Clifton and it's like a long-standing history with me. It's the one that helped me fall in love with what Hoka offers. And I tried 3 or 4 different sneakers before this one. This is the one that let me know, okay, Hoka's on the map. That being said, these ones feel very, very similar in the similar vein as this one. So, I mean, Hoka's doing some pretty crazy stuff, man. I'm excited to see what they're doing in the future. And if you guys tried a pair of Hoka's on or not yet, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know if you have, what's your favorite model? What are some of the things you like about the models? Because I'm interested in trying everything. I want to try it all. I want to try all the greatness out there. So always looking for your guys' recommendations. And furthermore, if you guys actually see some products on Eastbay's website, sneakers that you guys would like me to review, leave a comment and let me know, and then I'll check them out, and then I can hopefully work with Eastbay to get some of those sneakers. I'm looking for comfort sneakers primarily, maybe some different brands other than the Nikes and the Adidas and stuff like that. Maybe On Running again and Hoka and Brooks and those type of sneakers. It's really fun. Asics. I've heard some really good things about some Asics out there as well. So stay tuned to the channel. Hopefully you guys like this content. Big shout out to Eastbay for helping me out with some of the sneakers. And again, if you guys want to buy any of them, link in the description, take you over to Eastbay. But subscribe to the channel and join the journey. Have a good one, and we'll see you guys hopefully back for some more videos. All right, peace, guys.